No bullshit. Let's directly go to the point. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my exact strategy to score over 90% in primers. Whether you have 1 week, one night, or even just 6 hours to prepare. This video is going to be a bit longer. I have included chapter timestamps in the description, so feel free to skip around. No hard feelings. Just one note before we begin. This video is all about primers, not stream training. Chapter 1. Primers is MCQ based test which will be conducted to a new joiner who joined in Accenture. This test will happen anywhere between your day 2 to day 20, that is in first 20 days. Every new joiner have to give this test in their first month of their joining. There are few exceptions where you can skip this test. We will talk about this exception a bit later in this video. Chapter 2. Generally, once you receive joining date, just 3 weeks before from the joining date, you will be given the primers course from Accenture team. They will schedule one meet and ask you to fill the form. In that form, you can choose the technologies according to your choice. After exactly 2 days from this meet, your courses will be unlocked and you have to complete it before the joining. This is not mandatory to complete, but if you can't complete, you are not eligible to receive 10,000 rupees bonus even if you get 100% marks in primers. 10,000 is a lot. So guys, focus and don't miss the chance. I completed these courses and got 75% in primers and received 10,000 rupees bonus. I will explain in detail how to do it. It's not a competition. If everyone gets 75%, then everyone will get bonus. So let's try hard. Chapter 3. Let's talk about who can skip primers exam. If you are joining as an associate role, I mean PADA, SASA or anything which have associate in it, then you can't skip primers. It is mandatory. If you are joining any role other than associate, you can skip primers. And one more exception is, if you complete internship in Accenture before you join this role, then you can skip primers. These are only two exceptions. Chapter 4. Now I'm going to explain how to study for primers. It doesn't matter if you have 1 week or one night or just 6 hours before the exam. There is always a way. First thing to note down is primers is very easy. Don't complicate it. It all depends on how you study for it and get over with it. Let me tell you something very important. Once you give primers, there is no pass or fail and you can't retake even if you get 0 marks. There is no retake in primers. Whatever marks you get, those are final and fixed. Only stream training exams can be re-attempted. But primers will be included to calculate the pass percentage. So basically, if you fail here, there is more than 50% chance that you may fail in overall. Now, how to prepare for it? We have different situations. Let's talk based on time. Let's say you have 1 week only and you didn't start anything. In this case, you have to go for fast-paced learning. We will have 7 subjects. In that, 4 essentials and 3 electives. You need to start with electives first because it have more weightage and those are tricky and hardest. In these 3 electives, first one is programming language. Complete this in 2 days end to end. I mean, play the videos in 1.5x and prepare notes in such a way that if you read that notes, whole topic should be covered in less than 20 minutes. On day 3, start with essentials. These are general topics. You don't need to go deep. Instead, open the course and see what subtopics are there. For these essentials, just only go through pre and post quizzes only. If you are spending more time on this by watching videos, it means you are wasting a hell lot of time. Only pre quizzes and post quizzes are more than enough. Don't by heart the questions. If you don't understand any question, ask ChatGPT to explain concept so you can answer the question. This is how you have to complete the pre and post quizzes. If you by heart, you will fail in exam. because they may twist the questions and options. Do the same thing for all essential subjects. I said not to watch videos, but you have to complete 100% videos to be eligible, right? So you play the videos in background or in split screen or do something just to finish the course. But do not waste your time by watching videos. Do this only if you have 1 week, but if you have more than 2 weeks, yeah, you can watch videos. Like this, on day 3, complete 2 essential subjects. Again on day 4, complete remaining essentials. This seems difficult, but trust me, it will be done sooner than you think. Now back to main 2 subjects, that is electives, which have one database and one cloud subject. Allocate each subject one day, that is day 4 cloud, day 5 database, or the other way. In these essentials you will have labs. Do it very carefully. These labs are not useful, but you need to do it. I will say do the labs at the end of the day, because you have to attempt labs only thrice, so you can avoid mistakes if you do at the end of the day. But you don't need to learn or focus on these labs. These are not useful for primers. Focus mostly on theory and programming commands. Remember, we have less time and we need to focus on important things in exam point of view. And now day 7, revision. Revise whatever you learned and study some dumps previous month's primer questions, and don't panic. This is how you will do if you have only 1 week to prepare. Chapter 5. Let's talk about if you have only a night before exam, what to do. If you have only a night and if you can't finish the course 100%, then leave it. Don't waste your time by going through that. You have less time, so use efficiently. First, start with dumps and previous month primers questions. And again, don't by heart. Understand the question and answer and ask GPT to give the concept. Once this is done, go with all pre and post quizzes and do the same thing. Don't by heart, understand the concept behind it. Just this, don't do anything else. If you do this perfectly, you will score more than 60% very easily. Here, we are not aiming for bonus, because you wouldn't be eligible if you don't complete the course 100%. This is how you will get most of the marks in primers. Now, Chapter 6. What is good mark in primers? Primers is for 20 marks. If you get at least 10 marks, then you are in safe side. I am not saying you must get it. There is no cutoff. I have one friend, she only got 6 marks in primers, but she cleared whole training with more than 60%. But again, it all depends on the time. Why to take risk? Try to score more in primers only, because it is very easy to score. If you have any doubts, please text me on LinkedIn. It's in my channel description. I am happy to help every one of you. I know the struggle. I was there once where you all are at now. Let's connect on LinkedIn and grow together. Goodbye.